We thought that everyone would care when we decided to sell everything and travel the world full time. But they didn't, and that's actually the best thing that could have ever happened. So here's the truth about what really happens when you tell people that you're changing your life. Hi, we are Sean and Tina. We retired early, sold almost everything, and now traveling the world full time. We will show you how you can live abroad comfortably on $2,500 a month with real budgets, tips, and destinations that can make retirement affordable and exciting. So, hit that subscribe button and see how you can retire sooner, travel longer, and live more. Welcome back to our channel. If you are new here and joining us for the first time, we're glad to have you. And also, to our current subscribers, we're glad to have you back as well. So first, we're going to start off with the emotional roller coaster of telling people.
Yeah, so naturally, we were super excited. First of all, that we were retiring, and second, that we were going to be able to follow our passion to travel full time. When it came time to make the announcement to our friends and family, what we quickly realized is that not everybody was as excited as we were. In fact, some expressed concern and in some cases disbelief. So what we have realized is that it's natural to want approval, but it's your journey, not theirs.
So next, we have to ask ourselves the question, why do people react the way that they do?
Yeah. So I think one thing is people are going to try to project their fear onto you because it's something that they're not familiar with or that they would do. They want to try to talk you out of doing it as well.
Yes, and also no one, from our experience and probably for our own selves and you too, no one likes to go out of their comfort zone. That kind of puts them in a place, once again, of fear. And not wanting to make that next step.
Yeah, and honestly, what we've also learned is most people are going to be unfamiliar with this type of lifestyle. So understand that when you start to share, your plans with people, these are some of the things that you should expect to happen. So a key point from people's reactions is they're not rejecting you, they just can't picture doing it themselves.
And also, we had the discussion too as well about jealousy. Jealousy of what your lifestyle and what you are about to embark on. We think as adults that's not a word that we would use too often, but it does come across, every now and then, and that's basically what it is, jealousy.
Yeah, not everybody's going to be excited about you jumping off the hamster wheel when they're still stuck on it.
How do you handle negative reactions?
So one thing we did was we acknowledged their concerns, but we didn't really argue or try to offer any rebuttal.
And also, we shared our travel plans with them, kind of let them know where we were going, the dates we were going, and just the time we were going to be there. That kind of put them, we think, at a little bit more ease.
Yeah, and stay focused on your goals, because just because they have a negative response, it doesn't have to change your goals and what your plan is. So stick to the plan.
And the one thing to remember too, you don't need to convince anyone. This is your travel journey and your retirement.
Facts.
So now what happens when you tell everyone?
Yeah, I think what we've experienced is family will eventually adapt. Their curiosity will replace the original disbelief.
And the next thing they want to ask is, how do you do it? So we kind of give them a brief overview of that because, this was a long process and I don't think they have, several years to sit down to want to hear all of that.
Yeah, and I think the other thing we learned is you'll become an example, for others that maybe have been thinking about this but were really afraid to do it. So be aware of that and show some empathy.
Now, this is the big one. the freedom that comes with realizing that no one cares.
Yeah, and for the most part, people will naturally just move on with their lives. You know, they'll go back to doing what they were normally doing. You know, you can share text messages with your friends and family. And I know in our case, you know, we tell them where we are, and a week later they're texting us and asking us where we are. So, you know, so they'll move on, and then it'll give you the freedom to enjoy your journey.
So the next thing we want to share with you is how to find a travel community.
Yeah, so even if friends back home don't really understand the lifestyle that you're taking on, there is a travel community that understands, and they can definitely support you.
So we want to share with you a few of the travel communities that we are a part of. And the first one is a Facebook group, which is called GOWITHLESS.
Yeah, and what I would say about Go With Less, I would look at it like this. Picture yourself moving into a new neighborhood. So you're new to the neighborhood, but not everybody, you won't know everybody personally, but you will all be living in quote unquote the same place. So they'll get it.
Yeah, we really love that group there.
Yeah.
The next one that we want to share with you is our Grounded Life retirement community. I've spoken about this in previous videos, and I will make sure I put the link at the bottom of the screen and also in the description. This travel community with them has been amazing. It covers several things. Once again, how we got started with YouTube. They have a YouTube course that you can take, and also it's a two-part, and also a community as well that you can be a part of.
Right.
Links are in the description if you have any questions about that. But guys, this community for us is what actually brought us back into Vietnam when we went out on our journey in Da Nang. It was our travel community that we met up with there.
Right.
And we had the best time. We've met so many people just from everywhere. You know, you go out, you get to eat dinner, you get to share your story with them and how they got on their journey.
Yeah, in fact, how I would characterize it, if the Facebook group that we recommended is your neighborhood, this will be the street that you live on. These are the people that you actually see and interact with more. You know, we have chats and texts through WhatsApp. And so there are right now people within our community that are scattered out all over the world. And, you know, sometimes if some of us are in locations that we're about to travel to, we can reach out to our community and interact with them for places to eat, maybe a doctor's office. So this community really will be an important part of helping you adjust to this new lifestyle because, you know, as you would imagine, being out of the country, you know, on your own, sometimes you need, you know, to interact with other people. And this is definitely an option for you.
So the one thing we want you all to remember, and the truth is, no one cares as much as you think they do. And that's your freedom. Because now you can find people who care about the same things as you do.
So if slow travel is your dream, don't let friends and family discourage you because they don't get it. Find your community and clock in to your new lifestyle. So how did your friends and family react when you shared your plan? Let us know in the comments. We'd like to see what their reaction was when you made your announcement.
And guys, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And subscribing to our channel is free. It costs nothing, and it'll also notify you when we upload new videos. And we want to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks.
Thanks.